Hi everybody, my name is Cameron and today our team will be conducting a business model review into the organisation Disney. Let's dive right into it. So firstly, we'll be looking at a brief overview of Disney, how it came about and what was its purpose. Then we'll be hypothesizing on Disney's current business model and the key elements within that framework, the problems or missed opportunities that could have been negated or enhanced Disney's operations, possible solutions and new pathways, and then a proposed theoretical and practical adaptation of a new or adapted business model that Disney could potentially integrate. On to overview. Here we have is a diagram which represents a sturdy structure which we believe are the fundamental aspects of Disney's succession and showcases why this business is still existent today. At the base we have history, as it is a rich and valuable part of the company, serving as an effective tool for the origins of entrepreneurialism. It marks the beginnings of Walt and Roy Disney's adventure and demonstrates the series of challenges the organization faced from 1923 and onwards. Both founders have fantastic film and animation skills from their previous backgrounds, which allow them to produce hits such as Alice comedies lighting the theaters on fire. However, this wouldn't have been a hit if it wasn't for their first contract with MJ Winkler, who was another famous animationist and film producer. The body, the mission. Without Disney's mission, there is no doubt that the company would have any idea why it ceases to exist. It guides stakeholders by allowing them to understand the purposes of the business. Keywords that are highlighted in their mission statement include entertain, inform, and inspire people, ensuring that people are happy, alert, and aware. Unparalleled storytelling, the cognitive ability to access our imaginations leading to innovation and further creativity. World's premier entertainment company, to be the best in the world. At the head of Disney, we have its operations, which is a key factor to its success. The way they conduct themselves in their specific market highlights why they are one of the most diversified market conglomerates. Their idea of putting people first and ensuring that they have been fulfilled and delivering that content effectively is indicated. In addition, their rapid acquisition of products or services enable them to scale and enhance their branding due to intellectual property, as they are able to connect with partners such as toy makers. As a result of this triad, Disney has been able to excel in many other sectors such as tourism and hospitality.
The Walt Disney Corporation has a multimodal model that uses 5 interlinked business segments, each one with its own business model delivering its own value proposition yet seemingly interlinked to the others. These 5 segments are media networks, parks and resorts, studio entertainment, consumer products, and interactive media. There is a strong synergy between all the segments, with each one affecting the performance of others and the company. Some of the important key partners for Disney are Hulu and 21st Century Fox, which fall more directly into their media networks. Disney is a customer of Globant, who assisted Disney in creating their next-generation online platform for their resort experiences. The National Basketball Association is another key partner who renewed its broadcasting contract with ESPN, which Disney owns for $2.66 billion, with another $8 billion in revenue. This is a long-standing relationship that provides Disney with a large portion of the sporting content they offer. Some of the key activities providing a competitive advantage are film creation, such as the Marvel series, and their streaming services with original content on Disney Plus, as well as Hulu and ESPN that contribute to their direct-to-consumer segment that brought in $3.7 billion in revenue for the first quarter of 2021. Another key resource are their theme parks and resorts based in major cities around the world, giving them global brand recognition, which reported $3.6 billion in the same quarter. Content and licensing agreement account for just under 10% of their total operating income as another key activity composed of their theatrical and entertainment distribution. Disney's key resources that contribute to their value proposition and a sustained competitive advantage comprise of tangible assets such as their theme park and resorts, highly skilled creative writing staff, merchandise, technological and financial resources, to name a few. Intangible resources are the strong global brand recognition, copyright ownership, and licensing agreement of entertainment and characters such as Mickey Mouse and the Star Wars franchise, and how these entities are represented and distributed, as well as over a century of industry knowledge and experience. Disney's value proposition is to provide the best holistic and immersive entertainment experience to deliver consumers with a one-stop shop, creating value by providing them with the best customer service in conjunction with the magical and unique experiences, undergoing constant improvement to keep up with and even help create trends through an emphasis on research and development. Delivering on their slogan that it is the happiest place on earth, which they seem successful at replicating in Disney parks with a return rate of 70%. One of the major costs for Disney are their employment costs at their resorts, having just under 200,000 employees in total and 3,000 to 6,000 working each day, depending on seasonal influences. Landscaping is another key cost for Disney, needing to service 510 acres in their California Disneyland alone, as well as their international parks, costing the company $1.69 million a day. A significant growing future cost for Disney is developing and distributing their streaming content, which is estimated to reach 14 to 16 billion by 2024 to further capitalize on the growing streaming market. There are several different multimedia channels such as TV, theater, streaming services, retail, and directly to consumers at the theme parks and resorts that Disney uses to distribute its content direct to its desired target audience. Disney has developed increasingly effective channel efficiency, managing to develop strong synergy between its business segments so that they all complement each other, delivering consistent experiences and messages to consumers, adding to their competitive advantage in the consumer experience. Due to the multifaceted structure of Disney, they target a wide mass market, catering to young children, teens, and adults by providing different forms of entertainment. Disney uses demographic and psychological segmentation to effectively target groups such as young children with animated movies and series with movies like Frozen or Lion King, but then also appeal to teens with live-action movies such as Avengers and finally older generations by exploiting their nostalgia for Star Wars films that they grew up watching. Part of Disney's value proposition is that they offer consumers a magical experience that revolves around strong and positive customer relationships, not only ensuring that everyone employees encounter have their needs met, but seek to find improvements through personalization and achieve holistic satisfaction. Disney's total revenue for the first quarter of 2021 was 16.2 billion, which was made up by their media and entertainment, which is 12.6 billion, linear networks, which is 7.6, direct to consumers, which is 3.5, parks, experiences, and products, which is 3.5 as well, and content and licensing and up.
Hi guys, my name is Vu, and today I'll be talking about the problem that Disney has faced and also some solution to overcome these issues. The first major problem associated with Disney business strategy is the weaknesses in limited innovation. Even though the companies do innovate through continuous product improvement, rapid innovation involving advanced technology is limited in the company operation. As we look at the market that Disney is in, they are in the entertainment industry, which is all about the preference and taste of the customer. As a result, this means if the company do not have an appropriate strategic approach to satisfy the customer, it could easily lead to the downfall. Disney have faced continuous criticism every time they release new products or services. The reason behind this issue is that Disney have been relying heavily on their original product and services. Even when they release a new product, there's a limited substance or innovation, as the product still links with the origin content, such as the story and the character. As a result, this has upset many Disney fans. The second major problem that I will talk about is Disney pricing strategy issues. Disney has always put a premium price tag on their services and products since they have a strong brand equity. Furthermore, Disney changed this price tag frequently. For instance, they changed the price ticket for Disneyland twice within 2018. On the February 2018, the price was $119, but in October 2018, the price went up to $122. This has shown that Disney do not have a steady pricing strategy for their products and services. Since Disney charge a really high price for their services and products, there are many cheaper alternatives for the consumer from the competitor within the same market. An example of this issue is the sport channel ESPN, which is owned by Disney. ESPN used to dominate the sporting platform for many years, and they charge a really high price for the subscription compared to the competitors. As the chart shown, the entertainment and sport programming network of Disney is holding fewer consumers as compared to the past years. The major reason is that the other internet program who offer similar services is the fact that watching sport with Disney has turned out to be more expensive as compared to watching the same sport in the other internet platform. Now, I will talk about the solution to resolve these problems. The main way that Disney can increase innovation is through the aggressive adoption of new technology such as VR, virtual reality, and 4D rides. Adopting this new technology would generate extra interest in the customer and create a competitive advantage. Disney should also focus on creating more original content for the Disney Plus streaming service. This content should be completely original and not drawn from the past stories and characters, creating a new feel for the movie and drawing in a wider audience. A final innovation that Disney should undertake is an increase in the diversification of their brand. The successful launch of Disney Plus streaming platform allowed Disney to capture a market share of the online streaming sector, and is a great example of how increased diversification of business will help Disney bottom line. Another solution that Disney can apply is that they should reconsider the pricing strategy for their products and services. Many customers feel dissatisfied with the price that they are paid for. What Disney can do is that they can increase the quality of product and services, which will justify the higher price. Furthermore, they can reduce the price for the products and services and still maintain the quality to attract the youth market segment. Lastly, after resolving all the issues above, they need to conduct a steady pricing strategy in the long run for the product and services.
Hello everyone, my name is Alex and I'll be talking about Disney's opportunities today. The pandemic has greatly impacted Disney's operations, which is seen by the closure of their amusement park worldwide. As there are more people staying at home caused by the restrictions, people are forced to look for alternative sources of entertainment. This will be a great opportunity for Disney to capitalize on their streaming platform, Disney Plus. Now, why should they capitalize on Disney Plus? Well, Disney Plus provides a large library of animated films and live-action movies to entertain a unique target market at a low monthly price. With such an attractive price point and the pandemic continuing, many people are forced to work from home and study virtually to prevent the spread. As families have more free time than usual and are seeking new activities and entertainment, it would be the perfect opportunity for Disney to attract their target market to subscribe to Disney Plus, but also provide entertainment for them to enjoy while being stuck inside. Likewise, the closure of cinemas and having licensing agreements will direct consumers and fans who are interested in Disney-related content to use Disney Plus. Having licensing deals with creators give Disney the biggest opportunity since they can differentiate themselves from other competitors by offering exclusive content from a range of filmmakers as listed on the slide. Importantly, new releases like The Mandalorian, WandaVision, and Mulan, some of which have multiple episodes, will incentivize fans and customers, whether new or existing, to subscribe to their streaming service. Although they may have lost revenue from the closing of their amusement parks, their streaming service platform helps reduce the impact of it. As mentioned before, Disney has closed majority of its theme parks in the early periods of the pandemic, which forced the business to look for alternative ways to generate revenue. However, with more countries being able to control their cases and are taking proactive actions once cases occur, it gives confidence to businesses like Disney to reopen their theme parks and operate normally again. Countries listed on this slide represent the closure and their reopening period to represent the opportunity that controlling cases give. While Disney has operated normally in majority of the places, California will be the main discussion. The pandemic hit California significantly, with Disneyland being closed for approximately a year. As California only recently controlled their cases, the reopening of Disneyland on the 30th of April completely sold out. This gives a strong indication that Disneyland has built strong values that keep visitors coming in despite being closed for a while. By reopening its doors, it helps restore that lost experience for locals and it helps retain the image of Disneyland of being an iconic attraction for everyone. While Disney will not achieve full capacity or expect large revenue like pre-pandemic levels, it is a step forward to achieving normality for Disney itself.
Well, thank you, Alex, for this relevant information. It will allow me to effectively address the following recommendation. So in this section, you will find three major axes of successful business model, mainly taking into account the Disneyland activity. the perception of the price of a product or service, which can be a determining factor in the financials of the consumer. Well, our analysts allow us to okay, again. Our analysts allow us to state that the current business model is the best one for shareholders and consumers. Therefore, our recommendation on this topic will focus primarily on improving this model. Furthermore, we have decided to focus on the main activity of the firm, namely Disneyland. The first reason is that it generates a third of the revenues. The second reason is that it allows us to have a reference when we talk about Disney. This has created a brand image and organization, and this is beneficial for the other activity of Walt Disney. Finally, as seen before, the different procedures put in place are not perfect, and that is why it is necessary for us to express our point of view on the improvement of the current business model, rather than proposing a new one. So the first point we will address is the consumer perception about the price of an admission ticket to the theme park. Disneyland faces constant struggle to maintain its image while balancing the cost, and this is reflected in the ticket price. In order to counter this limitation, it is important for Disneyland to consider the principle of transparency. Our recommendation will be to use the same strategy that airlines use. Today, when a consumer decides to buy an airline ticket, they have access to the external costs. These include the price of the ticket itself and the various additional costs. For instance, reserving processing fee, passenger service fee, and airport security fee. This method will make consumers aware that the maintenance of an amusement park and the external costs are important, hence the pricing, and this might influence their decision making. So finally, we can say that the strategy used by Walt Disney Company, and particularly the one applied to Disneyland, is the most suitable model. Its strong presence in the tourism, hotel, and hospitality sector allowed the film to generate in 2019 $10.7 billion operating profit. Its high media exposure is also a point on which Walt Disney Company takes advantage. It allowed the current and future customer to be aware of the technological events, the planned event, and the evolution of the different structures. Finally, it implemented into the cinematography world, and more recently in the world of streaming, allowed the film to dare further and take advantage of its brand image, which has allowed the film to succeed in its area. The creation of Disney Plus is a perfect example. This activity generated in 2019, the year of its creation, a net income of 11 billion, and allowed this company to announce a new record in terms of revenue.